Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. The Wild Hunt, where last time we had finally caught up with Yennefer, which it made the whole tutorial section a little bit unnecessary because it's like we spent our time hunting down the Griffin to get the information from the Nilfgaard soldier, and then he tells us to go to Vizima because that's where Yennefer is, and we're about to leave, and then she just shows up. She's just there. She's just in town, saying, "Hey, Geralt, we got to find Ciri." Actually, she doesn't tell us that we have to find Ciri. We go down to talk to the royalty to learn that.
Was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri.
Nothing else for us, narrator? Just a longer view of this empty-looking town? Thank you for that amazing update on the plotline. So yes, we have to find Ciri for the king. I forget which kingdom. There are a couple involved. Let's go to the world map. Yes, the royal palace of Vizima. Home of the Nilfgaard. They want to get... A picture is, in fact, worth 1,000 words. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, does it translate to film running at 24 frames per second? Like, is each frame itself another 1,000 words? So the king of Temeria, king of Vizimia, he wants his daughter back because I think she might be the only remaining lineage to the throne. Or is it diminishing returns? Like, if you have so many of the same, like, if it's close enough, it does not quite equal 1,000 words, but it kind of, like, averages out. Starting level is 2. We can manage that. So, yeah, they want Ciri back. Excellent. Well, thank you for ordering. You're too kind, good sir. I hope it doesn't suck. So yeah, we need to find Ciri. We're in the no man's land on our way to talk to Hendrik. Eventually we want to go to, I think, Novigrad, where we're expected to find Triss. The Bloody Baron seems to be running things in Velen, and we expect him to be up to no good, and so far we've already gotten into our second bar fight in the entire game. Why do I have so much stuff in my inventory? Okay. I do have an unnecessary amount of weapons. 2 of them are much higher level than I can necessarily wear, and I would like to find better armor that makes Geralt look like a little bit less of a loser. He looks like a huge dork. With whatever, like, he kind of looks like he's wearing a sack more than he's wearing an armor, but it's better than the previous armor, so I didn't want to get rid of it. Alright. So we're looking for Hendrik in the village of Heatherton. We've also tried Gwent, but Gwent is very difficult to play if your cards suck. And I feel like I need better cards before I can really worry about getting deep into that. All right.
We'll deal with the witches, then we'll come for you. Don't you worry.
Exactly. We can't just have Fashion Witcher. The Witcher, the Fashion Hunt.
Maybe I should send them down to the creek. Might catch something.
Jump. There we go. Wait. What does this guy want? And it better be a quest and not just Gwent. Because my...
Will you go with me to the shrine?
Oh, you again. Looking for a...
Oh yeah, he has the pass to cross the bridge. But I don't actually need to cross the bridge yet. Oh!
Things from my nose.
Honestly, with Fallout New Vegas, I have no memories of Caravan. I don't remember... Like, I've played like 60 hours of the game, but I don't think I ever touched Caravan. Like... No. This way. Let's go back this way.
Faster.
I feel like sometimes whenever I'm driving and I see a GPS like this, like I'm like, where is the road that the map claims is here? Because I do not see any road. But yeah, I'm just taking you by faith that Caravan exists within Fallout New Vegas because I have no memory of it. Wait. And also, I think I'm too low for this quest. The Missing Brother is level 33 for some reason. Yeah, we don't necessarily... Yeah, it's a skull level. So, we don't want that one. We want Nilfgaardian map. Where on earth are you taking me? Alright, let's take this road east, south, west at the first intersection. Because I don't know where this GPS is trying to off-road me. I don't know why the GPS has decided it wants Roach to take the path less traveled. But yeah, I'm more familiar with Triple Triad back in the day. Never actually finished Final Fantasy VIII. But I actually did play a bunch of Triple Triad. I don't know what you get out of Gwent here. So far, it just seems like I've only played 2 matches of Gwent. One involved betting, the other one did not. So I'm wondering if there's more to it. Oh, hold on. There seems to be some trouble here. Some wild dogs. Or just one wild dog. Yeah, I still haven't played the second of the Final Fantasy VII remakes, which is still on my list of things to do. I haven't finished Final Fantasy X. Strangely enough, the farthest I got in Final Fantasy X is the final battle against Sin. And then for some reason, I just got stuck on that final fight and never finished the game. And I feel like one of these days I should just go back and finish it, but that would require me to play the entire game just to get back to where I left off. And like the same thing happened with me for Final Fantasy VI. Like I've played it up to the point where Kefka like ruins the world, and like a little bit after that, and it's like that's practically at the end of the game. Like, why didn't I just finish it at the time? What was I doing? I don't know.
Come out. I'm not gonna hurt you. When did you last eat?
A week back. Half a charred squirrel and a handful of berries.
Here. Be sure to share it with the others.
Thank you. Here, for you. For your kindness. This'll. Shenanaki.
What did I receive? I got a doll. In beast's clothing. They entered his hut and began to search. First they tore through his bed. Dried twigs covered the sheets. That was the first proof, for werewolves return at dawn after a night of hunting, their bare feet covered in forest's droppings. They found the second proof under his bed, a wolf's hide. The werewolf surely dressed himself in it when transforming with the setting sun, and shed it again when he turned to man the next day. Having found these powerful proofs, they ceased deliberation and began the hunt, vowing to find the lycanthrope and bind him in silver chains. Yeah, like, it's definitely a difficult final fight. But I still feel like I should have put in the effort since I got that far. Although I don't see myself as the kind of guy who would actually, like, some of the things that you have to do for the ultimates. See, here's the thing. With the Mario movie, I didn't like the first one, and that's why I feel like I'm sure there's some great references in it, but like I feel like the theater would be wasted for me.
Run, Roach.
Like the animation art is superb, but like I don't see the second one as being an improvement over the first one instead of necessarily just more.
Hey there.
But I'm glad you had a great time. But like, I feel like most of the first movie I was just stone-faced, waiting to be interested. Here's where the bar was, where we fought some more of the bloody Baron's men. And then they told us to go out the back. And we went out the back, and then we went back round to the front because we didn't care. And I don't think the game actually cared either. Like, this game is not going to be like, hey, you kill the guys at the bar. And you also killed the guys in the front of the bar, didn't you? My highfalutin ways are too demanding. This is true. I just spent the entire movie turning my nose up to it as I drank my Earl Grey tea, as I'm known to do. I make no denial on any of these claims. But also, like, do they really need to make a subplot where Mario doesn't like mushrooms? I mean, it's nowhere near as weird as the Bob Hoskins Mario ever got. And at the very least, it doesn't take place on Earth like Sonic the Hedgehog. But, like, why the mushroom subplots? Do they not have any ideas for what kind of subplots Mario movies would be about?
Air is strange, like dropping into a deep cellar on a hot day. And the mist.
And there's a guy over there who's fending off wild dogs. For some reason. Alright. Oh, these are rabid dogs. They're completely different from wild dogs in every way, shape, or form.
Be gone! Leave me be, whoever you is! Get away!
Look, you're really bad at
Calm down. It's over.
fighting with the torch. What do you call somebody who fights with a torch for a weapon?
Aye,
A hothead?
it's over. All's past, never to be restored. I'll not forget that ever.
Looking for a man named Hendrik.
Someone's got to carry the torch in the fight.
He did. No longer. They nabbed him in that hut. If you'd have heard the cries, sir. If you'd have heard how a man can scream, how he can suffer.
Tell me what happened.
Tell me what happened here, step by step.
They took him.
Who's they? Can you be detailed and specific?
The sun was waning, see?
Okay, thank you.
And the dusk went crimson like blood. Thought to myself, strange. The toads. I cannot hear them.
Or was the Wild Hunt through here? And the Wild Hunt came in and grabbed Hendrik. I'm still not entirely sure what the Wild Hunt is. Like, are they just kind of like a group of like-minded individuals with similar interests? Are they like specters? Phantasms? They remind me, like, they look kind of like the Nazgul of Lord of the Rings. Like a variation of that.
What happened there? Save terror through and through. Hendrik screamed. Then he begged. By the end, he could do naught but moan.
Ah.
Weren't here long, the terrors. Yet the village froze like in the heart of winter.
You in that hut when they rode off?
No, and I'll not set foot there. Never.
Farewell, and peace of mind to you.
And he still kind of leaves him calmed with that sign. Well, let's take our piece of rabid dog flesh Let's meditate over this for an hour so that we can heal up. Possibly... Let's see, who would the Wild Hunt be under? Characters? No. Bestiary? No. I don't think we have a... anything that describes the Wild Hunt. Here, let's save our game as is our way and explore the huts that Hendrik was in. Were you Hendrik?
Tortured him. Maybe they missed something. Should check his boots. Blood. Congealed. Key hidden in his boot.
That's a good guess.
Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
Though I would imagine, like, with the Wild Hunt, like, you don't give in the information they want to save your life. You give the information they want to stop the torture. And presumably end your life. Because that would be the thing that stops the torture. Is that...
There's a draft. Gotta be a space under this rubble. Guess I should do some cleaning.
Missing. Tamara Stranger, daughter of the Bloody Baron. Presumed kidnapped. Hearty reward for whoever finds her or brings her in. I didn't realize the Bloody Baron was a family man, but there are plenty and plenty of terrible people in this world with family.
Valuables left unlocked, on display, almost. Lost his mind, or...
Or to distract people from where they should be searching.
Interesting.
A book.
A ledger. Payment for a sack of grain. Amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever. Interesting headings. Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige. Also cited in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair. Scar on her face. Avoids contact with others. Drunken swine. So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle. Or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talk to Baron at Crow's Perch. Clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp. Encountered a witch. Conflict ensued. Cause unknown. Find the witch. Talk to the peasantry. Village of Midcopse. Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs. Dog ran off. Water in bucket froze solid. Strange glow observed in the sky. Ill omen, peasants say.
I feel like after the water froze.
Somehow they learned Hendrik was looking for Ciri. Thus the torture. I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
Damn. Yep. I guess there's no avoiding the Bloody Baron. I actually have to go to him specifically, despite being told to avoid him. But alas, I suppose there is no avoiding the Bloody Baron. What do I want to do first? I want to save... let's not save our game that quickly. Bloody Baron is level 6. Hunting a Witch is level 5. Let's do the level 5, because that is the next in level progression. And we are level 4. I don't know if we really need to be leaning on the actual levels that much, but, you know, best be safe. And alas, can we go into these other huts? Yes, we can. And we can loot them for all of their water. She who knows. Folks say they were four at first. The mother, she who knows, the lady of the wood, came here from a faraway land, and since she suffered terribly from loneliness, she made 3 daughters out of dirt and water. A long, long time ago, the mother was sole ruler of all of Ellen. Her daughters brought her the people's requests and served as a voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animals, and men were made to the Lady of the Wood on a special night. Yet as the years passed, the Lady of the Wood slipped deeper and deeper into madness. A madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and setting out into the bog, where they became food for beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with it the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the Okatop Ardcerbin. Ardcerbin? And from then on the tree grew wholesome and hearty fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so the sisters imprisoned it. To this day it lies trapped beneath the whispering hillock, where it thrashes about in a powerless rage. So definitely level up. And steal bread and candelebrums so that I can make my fortune selling them for extremely cheap and low prices. The resale value on the items you find in this game are pretty low. Though I still need to actually see whether I have to repair weapons before I sell them, or if it's recommended to repair weapons before I sell them, to better increase their value. Ah, some rotting flesh. And a platter to put it on. Fantastic. Let's go to wherever there is. That looks like a town of some sort. No, we don't want that. There we go. We want to go... There's also a town over there we can check out. Building west of us. And a building way north of us that we can probably ride to for no particularly good reason. I might try to keep our exploration focused. Let's go west to the intersection.
Come on.
And then south. Oh. This is a guard's tower of some sort. Looks kind of abandoned.
Come on, Roach.
Yeah, no. Wolves, do you want some? Alright, I'm still kind of getting into the groove of the combat. But it also doesn't seem like there's that much going on. Like, it's... Like, I feel like Cyberpunk definitely offers a lot more depth to its combat system.
Go, go.
Whereas this feels like there's just a lot of... A lot of dodge and attack. A lot of stick and move. Oh my, hello. Why is there a whole bunch of wolves? Excuse me, wolf army. The wolves and the lower level wargs are working together. A unified front to stop witchers. And I feel like The Witcher 3 follows the Elder Scrolls / Fallout
Come on, Roach.
strategy of resting after combat. Like, fought a few guys. Let's let an hour pass so that we can get our health back, and then we can fight another couple more guys. Also, like, you can get experience by fighting, but it does not seem like you get that much experience. Like, we're not at like Dungeons and Dragons level of like limited experience gains. But like after a few hours, like I've been playing this game for probably about like 6-7 hours. And like I'm only level 4.
Go.
Okay, well, looks like we found a quaint little town here. Hello. What do you have to say about your town? You have nothing to say at all.
I'm staying here. Maybe I'll spot Hannah.
Looking for a hunter named Neelan.
Oh,
Found him.
I have a quest to find this fella.
Hear about your notice. I'm a witcher. When do you last see your wife?
5 days passed, 'fore dawn. On my way out to hunt, she were asleep. I come back, found no sign of her.
Notice anything strange? Maybe her behavior?
No, she were her happy, smiling self. Nothing different than late. She's not run off, if that's what you're asking.
No. You see, sir, I think you misunderstood. I'm a witcher. Strange can mean a lot of things.
Maybe she went to the neighboring village. Forgot to tell you.
No. My sister were never gone this long before.
Tried looking for her?
Asked round the village, none saw her go. She must have left when they were still sleeping. Told her time and again not to wander off on her own. She never listened.
I must have some menfolk to scour the woods. Nothing.
I feel like mustering some men to scour the woods would be pretty dangerous in this universe. Like, with all the rabid dogs and wolves and wargs running about. What about Baron's Guard? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
What is it, Grey Boy? What?
Looks like rain.
What is it, Grey Boy?
Yes, Geralt. It does in fact look like rain. Merchant, what have you got for sale?
Buying or just perusing?
Show me what you've got on offer.
What you buying? What are you... Follow the clues on the map to find some Witcher gear. Alright, sure, why not? But you don't sell it, you don't repair anything.
So long.
Let's see if this other fella does repairs. You probably don't do any repairs. Oh, there's a blacksmith in town.
Greetings.
Salutations! Whither do you come from, and where will you go?
Hard to say. Seen a lot of the world and plan to see more.
As have I, as do I.
Like, actual mustard? What's you offering?
Take a peek if you don't mind. Farewell.
We'll meet again. I know this.
Could I get a better deal if I offered him some Grey Poupon?
Yeah?
Craft special order weapons too.
Do politicians murder high-class prostitutes? Course.
What?
I'll take a look. Maybe pick something.
Okay, it doesn't seem like you do any repairs, though. Oh, no, here we go. Okay, so I want to see if repairing these swords for sale will increase their value when I try to sell them. So this Velen longsword, steel sword, 40 to 48 damage, which if you say all of those descriptions out loud in a row, it sounds like an Amazon product listing. Is for sale for 5 coins. Let us definitely also repair equipped stuff. It's 33 coins to fix it. Now that we fixed it, it's selling for 6 coins. We have spent 33 coins to increase the value of the sword, and it has only gone up a single coin. So, it is not worth it to repair these items before selling them. No. No. Oh, that actually is better. I like 2% chance to freeze does not, like 2% chance to stun. These runes do not sound particularly exciting. I mean, we can keep the fancy clothes, so that way I can at least pretend that Geralt has a decent set of clothes to wear somewhere. Ah, here we go. Ah, that's what I get for having the trophy on Roach, is I get a bonus. 5% bonus experience from humans and non-humans. I was wondering why I was still holding rupees. I can go for some rupees, please. Why I was still holding on to the head of the griffin.
So long.
Where would the secondary weapon? Oh, it just replaces your steel weapon. Okay. Blacksmith again.
I'll take a look. Maybe pick something.
All right, let us sell you and you. And now my weight has gone down to 29. What are you selling? What you selling? Silver sword is only slightly better. Steel sword is slightly better. You had another thing. The second map. Why is the basic clothes I was given in such disrepair? Like, they don't need durability, I suppose, because I'm not going to wear them, but still.
So long.
There we go. I agree, Baron's Guard.
Buy-in or just perusing?
Show me what you've got on offer.
All right, let's also sell. Would you like some rotting flesh, sir? I've got some rotting flesh for you. And junk. And junk. I don't need diaries or letters. I have Yennefer's letter. I don't know what you're going to do with Yennefer's letter to me.
So long.
Silver swizzle stick for those lichens. I mean, really, it's not about the weapon that could kill werewolves. You could use anything silver, really. Anything that you fashioned into a silver weapon. Why, this silver candelabra has fended off quite a many werewolf. Okay. Let's try fighting this guy in Gwent. See what we get out of it. You can just place bets. Like, this isn't particularly...
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Like, the thing is, with Triple Triad, at least you got cards out of winning. You won cards. Whereas if I just get money, like, I can get money from loot and such. All right, let's see. What do I want? Swap a card. Swap with a card on the battlefield to return it to your hand. I'm going to get rid of you and you. Ah, he played a card which gives it... See, that's the thing. Like, I feel like the cards I have right now are just not going to be half as good as the cards they have. So let's... throw you down. Why do you keep giving me cards so that you could gain more cards? I feel like that kind of strategy only goes so far. Unless he uses a weather card to weaken, which is a possibility. But I also have my leader ability that clears weather effects. And then I also have a card I can place on my opponent's battlefield to draw cards. And I could save that for the next round. Do I believe in the heart of the cards, or have I already... He's passed. That's it? Okay. I'm not going to throw down more cards if he doesn't want to. And now he wants an additional card. Okay. So his benefit is he has more cards. That does almost nothing. But I guess I could use it to delay a turn. More than anything else. So it's almost like I've done nothing. Now, I could give him my 5 card. And that'll allow me to draw 2 more cards. Which, in turn, could be better than the 5 I give him. Okay, I can do nothing. Or I could give up 5 points in hopes that I can get better cards. He only has 3 more cards. The last card he played was 3 points. Do I think his remaining cards will elevate him beyond 7? I'm going to risk it. There's 3. There's 2. Ah, that's 4. And now I've got almost nothing. But he has almost nothing. So now I have to play that in order to get cards. And then I win. Fantastic. Big money. Big prizes. I love it. Oh wait, I got a thing. What did I get? I think I got a... I think I actually did get a Kermar different app. Let's see, he was using... There we go. We actually got a card. All right. So we did get something that wasn't money. His eyes flashed under his winged helmet. Fire gleamed from his sword's blade. But I don't have many units for the Nilfgaardian Empire. Okay. So you see, you do get something besides just a few coins. Find the witch on your own, or ask the residents of Midcopse about her. Where is Midcopse? Ah, I have to ask the locals for directions. Or... Now, I was hoping I was able to actually look at the sign. Alright, let's travel east. Maybe that is Midcopse. East. Always to the east. Or... Hold on. This map seems to want to direct me somewhere. So I suppose I could follow the directions of the map, which is southwest. Roach, to me. Roach. Roach. What are you doing? Where it's like Death Stranding, where character names indicate a notion of their location. Are they in the middle of the cops? I need to look. No. Hello. Are you going to be an issue? All right, I guess. Ah, all right. Take that.
Come on, come closer.
Or start on fire, bandit. Your mounted cavalry will not defeat me this day. Okay. Peter Northwestern. A small blackjack cannot defeat me. Alright, that wasn't too bad. A little variation of the fight bad guys. They were part of the Bandits Mounted Corps. Another... I forget how I switched to the crossbow. I have it. Use quick access item. I I think it might be under there. Like, I feel like fighting a mounted bandit with a crossbow. No, that wasn't my intent. Throwing bombs was not my intent. Okay, control scheme. Why are there so many buttons that are all do the same thing? That's use quick. L1 is access the quick. There's crossbow. Excellent. So the next bandits on horseback I find, I'll have to try out the crossbow on them.
Hey there.
Okay. Why is there a bloody stone? I mean, I'm in the middle of a war, you know. But still. It seems awfully suspicious to have a bloody stone in the middle of nowhere. Hello. Why don't I just switch to the crossbow in general?
Run, Roach.
Good folk, take no advice from the Pella. When our Rosa fell weak, he said to put her on a pine plank and stick it in a fire-bright oven, then count to 12 3 times. When we pulled her out, she had burnt to a crisp, and there was nothing left but to bury the charred bits. But the Pella refused to give back the 3 hard-boiled eggs we'd given him, saying he'd already eaten them. You know, if you're asking somebody for medical advice, and they tell you that you should put somebody into an oven, I feel like that kind of medical advice should be ignored. So I tried to play it before. And I got either up to the griffin hunt or I fought the griffin. And then that's where I stopped. That's the main reason why I label it as first playthrough versus first play. It's semantics, I know. I'm sorry. But, like, I've never actually finished the game, and the Griffin is largely tutorial country anyway, so I felt safe to call it that. But I figure I should probably play this game sooner than later, because it is a classic. I am a console player. I would like to join the PC gods one day, but I feel as though getting, like, the whole streaming process from the PC, it confuses me. Now, if I had a second PC to plug in, I don't know. But I'm playing this on the PS5, so at the very least, it benefits from the hardware. With faster load times, possibly better frame rate than the PS4 version. Dear neighbors, I've had these awful dreams where I open my mouth and all my teeth come tumbling out at once, then turn into vile, squirming little things that burrow into the ground. What could this portend? Misfortune? Illness? A barren womb? If you know, pray tell, and I'll feast you to berries and broth. I don't know if this would be my favorite, but it is interesting. And I feel like I probably should play it because I did play through Cyberpunk and got to explore the CD Projekt catalog. To the thief who's nipping goods out of my pantry as soon as I put him there. That sausage you took last week, I prepared it especially for you. From the bloated carcass of a mare I found in the muck, rotten eggs and a handful of larvae. I then spat in it for seasoning and added some other highly personal ingredients. I hope you ate your fill, you scurvy rogue. That is some dark revenge. If you're going to get vengeance on somebody, like, I feel like you could have possibly murdered this thief. Right now I'm a part-time streamer. My goal at the moment that I feel like I can hit is like Fridays and Saturdays, 11 p.m. to like 2 a.m. I would like to expand, but alas, my schedule only allows for so much, and sleep is technically important. Aside from work, my daily grind, I'm also a writer in my spare time. I've recently self-published a book. But no, I have a regular job. A regular full-time job to pay the bills. Take heed not to wander about after dark, nor make any unnecessary racket. Keep your windows covered if you burn a candle, and don't throw any damp branches likely to smoke onto the fire. We've enough trouble in the village without attracting more. Hark! Some devilry's taken hold of our field, something neither spirit nor phantom. Old Will swears on his mother's grave it's likely to be Jenny o' the Woods. Whether it is or it ain't, be careful and don't go out in the fields alone, and most certainly not without scythe or rake in hand. But if ye have the courage to drive the foul thing off, you'll receive a handsome reward. Bolko, Alderman of Midcups. If I catch anybody taking my plums from my orchard, I'll cleave him in two with my axe. Don't say I didn't warn you. Honestly, it seems like in this world, the punishment of death for stealing is pretty light. Peasant, tell me of your affairs. Are you aware of this witch in local town?
Want to chat? Not with me. My head's a twirling with hunger.
Could you tell me about Midcops and its local attributes? What about you, peasant?
God's preserve ye.
Right. What about you, merchant?
An amulet, a bazaar, some tortoise shells.
What else you have on offer?
Corpse teeth and kidney stones. Tried remedies for trying times.
Sir, I do not need your corpse teeth. But I will buy your Gwent card. Only a unit card strength of 1? I already have that card. Thank you, game, for keeping track of the cards. I'm also from US. Do I want to play Gwent? Let's play Gwent. What other card games do you think the people here play? Oh. I was gonna say, why am I... Let's get rid of you. And you. Is that the weakest card you have available, sir? Or do you have a lot of them? Well, nice to meet you too. Thank you for dropping by. Let's see. I don't have any other cards with the same name, though. I feel like the both of us are going to be spending all of our cards in, like, the first turn. Oh, find any cards with the same name in your deck and play them instantly. Not a bad card. I don't have any cards in the discard pile, and I don't really have any cards that I'd use. Okay, I feel like we're really getting a bit too caught up in our first round. The second round is just going to be awful. You know, hold on. This could work fine. On Twitch? Online? Like, I could essentially give up this round. In hopes that he doesn't have one randomly... But he has nothing. I drew an additional card. Relatively new streamer. I tried it before. I don't think I... Why, thank you. That's very kind of you. Do you also stream? Like, I feel like we both spent, like, all of our cards in that first round. Oh. Yeah, you've got nothing, sir. Heck, I'm gonna even bring the sunshine. That's unnecessary. I should have made a bigger bet.
Roots are gonna rot my gut.
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
All right.
Never visit officer. I've my elf, thank the gods. For the rest, well, she can't bake bread from stone either.
Oh, come on. This new one's not half bad. Sure.
Perhaps soulmates. Ah, does such a thing truly exist?
When there's a need.
Should send him back to the witch. Might cure him of laziness.
Greetings, ma'am.
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
I'm looking for a witch.
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find her?
I don't bother with her myself. But ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could hardly move. So I sent him to the witch. Came back sprightly as a foal.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Pain's gone, but sleuth's set in now. Should be hunting foxberries to feed our young ones. Marion's lad. Now that man, he knows how to provide for his family. Bought some water rats last. They had food for days.
So you're saying that she's John Wick?
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife?
Daft wench. Leave me be and don't listen to that nattering sow. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench in ages.
Would a bribe?
Would a few crowns refresh your memory?
Oh, well, if that's how you put it. Know the
Give
small
you a
pond
reply.
near the village? Path leads off from it. Follow that till you come across a lone rock. Walk around that, then to the woods. Find the old cart. You're there.
Thanks.
It's just... don't harm her, sir.
What you talking about,
Where
Willis?
Your kind's reached these parts.
My kind, meaning?
Well, the witch-burning kind.
I'm replying to you right now. You've already asked me that. And I said yes. Witch hunters been here before?
Witch hunters have been
Also,
here.
witchers aren't exactly witch
Hey,
hunters.
But we've heard tell of him. So, when I spied you coming, swords and all, straight away, I thought tales must be true.
I'm a witcher, not a witch hunter.
Hmm? What? Not one and the same?
No. No need to worry. I'm not out to hurt your witch.
Ooh, a weight off me heart, sir. She only arrived a short while ago, but she's frightfully wise. Even pleasant on the eyes, if you like 'em skinny.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Okay, but we're not really hunting a witch. We're searching for a witch because apparently she did have a dealing with Ciri. Sure thing, kid.
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
No.
Supposed to be a large stone near the pond.
Oh, was this the bloody boulder that I'd spotted on my way into the village?
There's the boulder. Now right, and onto the cart.
Is there a reason? Also, why isn't a abandoned carts? Oh, hello. Ah, what are you? What are these tiny horrors? Tiny horrors beyond comprehension. Huh. Kill at least 5 opponents in under 10 seconds. Neckars. I don't know. How many time are... I think I'm like 7, 8 hours in this game. 7 hours.
The cart. Witch's hut is somewhere nearby.
I'd imagine it's this hut which has the line of people outside. The people of Midcops have...
Cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
Honestly, that's probably great advice. Like, your sanitation could be significantly improved. Like, your house is probably just really dirty. And I'm pretty sure that probably would fix a lot of their issues. Also, let's meditate about this for like an hour. Get our health back. Also, not quite Baba Yaga territory. She looks a little less... Like, I think the aspect of the Baba Yaga is supposed to be more like a crone who lives in the middle of the woods. Whereas kind of like this lady looks almost like she's definitely not from Midcops. Where did she go? Does she know why I'm here?
Ordinary ointment. Nothing special.
Hello? Did you go into the...
Where's she run off to?
Fancy, not a corset, but much more lace. Pentagram on the floor. Sure, that's maybe something. Darling, I'm writing you because you must be worried that I'm still angry. Silly man, you know full well I never hold a grudge for long. I forgive you. No, I think I'm gonna keep social separate from the streaming, but thank you for asking. It's all because of that secretiveness of yours. Is it so strange for me to take an interest in your plague research? I adore watching you at work in your tower. Please, if you still refuse to discuss the results of your experiments with me, at least don't deny me that small pleasure. If Visrad doesn't need you tomorrow evening, come see me. We'll clear everything up over a glass of wine, or 2, or more. Your K.
Don't often see baubles like this in Velen.
Yes, it is 1, 2, 3. Manuscript page Albedo. Okay, those are recipes. Ma'am, where did you go?
Managed to amass quite a book collection.
And why do you have a pentagram?
A pentagram in chalk. Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
She's definitely much more complicated than a random lady in the woods.
Well, nice.
Although I suppose she knows Ciri. Though I would think she was told. I was told that from the notes of Henrik that she had an argument with Ciri about something.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy.
Do I know you? Do you know me?
Greetings, Witcher.
Ma'am? A lot of people seem to like raising their legs out of their bath while they bathe.
Hope you didn't come to court.
No.
That's
To talk.
Ah, that rhymed.
Turn around and wait.
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
So we do know her.
Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Well, luckily I'm still a knight
Is that
errant.
any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
Well, you see, everything's gone tits up. What are you doing in Velen?
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket?
The
No.
Burger King Kids
I'm in
Club
hiding,
membership.
Geralt.
Apparently,
Blind to the state of the
like
world,
they're recently
which is
talking
so
about the fact that
The persecution
Bill
reaches
Gates
now.
has like the rare McDonald's gold card where he can eat at McDonald's
new pastime,
like for free,
pursuing
and it's
anyone
like,
with a whiff of magic about them.
why?
Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end, burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
So basically, she's kind of like placing herself in a fashion that she's kind of like luring witch hunters towards her, not realizing that she's actually a sorceress. Because then you might have to eat at McDonald's. Good point.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
That's the thing with McDonald's, though. It's like, if you have McDonald's, and then you have, like, Wendy's, and then you have a burger from each, like, a Big Mac tastes like a Big Mac. A Wendy's burger tastes like a burger. Nah, I don't really use Discord. It's like I've tried to force myself to use it, but I'm terrible. If the choice is to eat at McDonald's or to die of starvation, I suppose you still die. Do you like playing the Village Witch?
The village witch.
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry.
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
But miss, suffering from hemorrhoids is total ass. Yeah, I remember flying somewhere the last time I actually went on a plane, and there was this guy sitting next to me, and he had his Discord open, and he was just shuffling between like 6 or 7 different Discord channels, and I'm like, how is this person so actively social in so many social communities? And I'm just like looking at my phone. I'm going to text one person. And I'm going to text that one person to tell them that I've safely landed. And this guy is just like flipping between like a dozen different Discord channels. I'm like, how are you this active, sir?
Changing the subject.
Any word on any of the other sorceresses of the Lodge? Is Yennefer from the Lodge? Beavis.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I feel like in order to become a sorceress of the Lodge in this game, you first have to be hot. Or do you, once becoming a sorceress, do you become hot? Kind of like the line from the movie What We Do in the Shadows. Like, when you become a vampire, you become very sexy.
I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
Apparently she quarreled with the local witch.
Someone's been feeding you horseshit. The girls around here are too stupid to quarrel with me.
She's not from here.
You're up to something, Geralt. If I'm to help you, you must tell me what's going on. Who are you looking for?
Ciri.
Ciri? Well, now I understand the secrecy, not to mention the brooding.
You become very schmexy.
Do you say she had some sort of problem with a witch?
So you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
This steak is far too juicy, chef. I need it sent back. It needs to be drier and more well done.
He say anything else about her?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
My undying gratitude. Good enough.
It's nothing to sneeze at, but you've a knack for getting into trouble. I should probably ask for something more immediately deliverable.
A high five?
Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
I have a selection of low fives available, but they're in limited quantity. You'll have to act fast.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask
yeah,
him,
okay.
of course, about it.
Of course.
Oh, but you know...
Yes, yes, yes.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Oh, all right.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see...
Camera, why did you linger on those two rabbits having sex? Why was that just random?
Let's go then.
Yes, let's.
Oh, okay. We're just there. Fantastic.
This is the place.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Considering how many baths people have had so far, this is... Although I suppose it's not quite as horny as the first one, where you earned trading cards for sleeping with local villagers. Or we'll see, like, if we actually get to any like romance and or sex scenes, if it's as horny as Cyberpunk, where everybody just does every position possible in one night. Yep. Actually, let's... Can we make anything yet? Oh, I can. I can make some specter oil. Some beast oil. I don't know, 10% bonus damage, it just doesn't sound that exciting. Like... I'm gonna make it, though, because I can. Against cursed ones. I fight more humans and non-humans than anybody else. Is that the Wild Hunt?
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this.
The Wild Hunt exists and is chasing Ciri, so... And you don't have to follow, I guess.
Ready. Follow me.
Damn portals. Wonder where Ciri is now.
Huh. I guess magic... Yep. I'm surprised you missed, sir. Very rude of you, sir. Can I just meditate inside this cave for an hour? Excellent. I'm sure Kira is going to be fine. For an hour or so. Dive, dive, dive. Okay, so this looks like a dead end, but... Is it just the one? Like, interesting monsters. Like a creature that emerges out of the fog. Although I suppose you could say that's very similar to any creature that stealths. Like, I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4 for some reason. And there are specific enemies that will just suddenly stealth. And then reappear. Okay, so no local maps. Oh. Why is the ground so stinky? Do I have to worry about... Gas clouds are poisonous. Good to know. Okay, so here's the other side of the bridge.
Kira? Kira?
Kira. Oh. You do?
Geralt! Geralt, do something! They're crawling out of those holes! Use a sign or bombs, anything!
Stay calm. They're only rats.
They're level 1 rats.
Get them off! Ah! Ugh, disgusting!
Oh, I probably have to get rid of the rat holes that they're emerging out of. Destroy with signs or bombs.
Do you know the diseases they spread?
Oh my gosh. Let's switch to Igni. Maybe that'll have...
Disgusting! Thank you.
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's
Fair.
go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides...
in
Go on.
text
finish.
version?
Wait. You've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this?
Yes.
I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss and Yen.
Oh, very well. Let's go. Gavella Glan.
Okay, you don't mind if I meditate for like an hour? I'm sure Ciri will be fine. That's nice, but I think I'll be okay. Thank you. This is true. The audience is not getting enough of my sweet, sweet titties. Ah.
That's him. That's the elf.
So, Wilson,
What was that?
do you actually watch streams? It says your account was made 6 hours ago. A morphotic projection.
What projection?
Something akin to a post box for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter. which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Hmm. So essentially a timed message specifically for Kara.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Lara Doran's heir.
Indeed, it is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tidale, swallow.
Come now, who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
Well, let's just worry about Witcher 3 for now. I'm not necessarily worried about becoming the next biggest streamer. Only thing on my plate is finding Ciri, stopping the Wild Hunt, and maybe seeing the end of Geralt's story so that I can be ready for The Witcher Part 4, coming from CD Projekt Red. Next year, I think? I don't think it's 26 that Witcher 4 comes out. I think that's still a little bit soon for that. Should I be taking black pepper off of a skeleton? Should I be... You gotta go big or go home. But I am home.
An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Also, what is that specter? Ah, I should have gotten the specter potion. Now, it'd be like how Maya Hawke was talking in an interview, how, like, they're trying to find, like... They're not really hiring actors, they're just hiring people with bigger social media presences.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instructions from you. I recognize the vampire.
Doesn't handle minutes after he left to cast Igni. He tried it out on a patch of these mushrooms. Survived. Wounds heal awfully quick on young witchers. Come on.
There we go. Well. Yeah. Well, you can always fall back on your major in communications. I know, it's phony major. I give half bonus points if you happen to know the reference, only because it's from a popular thing. I need to one day actually watch all of Arrested Development. That way I could actually know more than just the first episode and a bunch of references. Although, like, I hear after Season 3, Arrested Development isn't quite as strong. Like, when they revived the show. Can I use Igni to get rid of the... Yes, I can. But we are going to meditate. Plus, I suppose it'll be interesting to see the Russo brothers before they became like a hideous monstrosity of what they once were.
Swallow. Seems we're headed the right way.
And I want to say Patty Jenkins also got her start directing episodes of Arrested Development as well. But I could be wrong about that one. But there's just a lot of, like, Arrested Development references that have escaped beyond just the show itself. From, like, the dead bird in the refrigerator to, how much could a banana cost? $10?
Similar to that other pillar with the projection.
I was going to say, I don't really need to search this chamber using my Witcher... Oh, yeah. I don't think I need to search with my Witcher senses to see this hologram. Swallow, the obvious route is not the best. Find Kelpie.
That's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it?
My Witcher sense is tingling.
Gavella Glan.
Oh, it's there.
A sea monster. Looks a bit like a Karen.
Geralt, what the hell is that?
Another security measure. Damn it all.
Oh. Ah.
Like that ever happened to you before?
Well, almost. A while back, a certain Doppler took a shot at impersonating me.
Yes? And?
He hated being me. Felt uncomfortable. Dopplers are kind-hearted by nature.
That is almost a self-own, or it's like self-acceptance. Like, he realizes that his enemy, like, didn't want to pretend to be Geralt simply because Geralt is just too much of an asshole. Is there a easy way down here?
Drawing of a horse. Clue for Ciri, must be.
Also, a Kelpie is I want to say also a type of, like, a spirit thing that lives inside a loch. Like a Scottish folk thing. Did I find something? Oh, yeah.
Anything for a hot bath.
A seal woman. Huh. Okay, so I found the horse down there. That's a dog. Hold on. Bounty Hunter's Gamson. Do I have a replacement? Shirt for Geralt to wear so that he doesn't look like he's wearing a sack? We can only hope. It is better. Less durability, but we can fix it. Like the Nuclevi. Geralt still looks terrible.
Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here.
I examined it without my Witcher senses.
Let's go.
Nacht Luvi. Ah. I'll have to look that up.
Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest.
You should be pleased you emerged from the portal in one piece.
And everyone still wonders why I hate to be teleported.
We must try to activate it.
Well, there's nothing else for me to interact with except for the bird.
I think that's
a swallow.
Come.
Sure it's safe.
Of course. The Elven Mage prepared this passage for Ciri. Come on now.
I mean, if she's willing to walk into it.
It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm.
Oh, hold on. It appears we have a villain before us, vibrating in the distance. I'm sure he's going to be a fight. Yep, let's get him. A golem. All right, what are my potions? I've got Swallow, I think, on bottom and down. And I've got Thunderbolt on up.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Tyrael not recognized. Intruders. Destroy intruders.
I'm reminded of the fight against the Griffin, which was a little bit too easy because he spent the entire time fighting Vesemir.
And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
I can tell of your unwavering confidence.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it.
Alright, what kind of useful rune did we pick up? It's bigger than the other rune. Oh, we have armor piercing. That actually does sound pretty useful. And 2% attack power. That sounds less useful. Also, I wonder how much time we're going to be spending. I do appreciate the fact that we're seeing a lot of the Wild Hunt, even if it's just at the distance. I'm reminded of Mass Effect 1. One of the criticisms people had of the time was how much Saren disappears as an antagonist. Like, you see him at the beginning of the game, and then you basically see almost nothing of him by the time you get to the end. Or should I say, by the time you get to the fated mission where you must choose between Caden and Ashley.
Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it? How it will transpire? What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself. At times I forget we hardly know each other. Certainly not enough to discuss personal matters.
Not to worry. We'll get there.
But enough that some casual nudity is okay. Discussing Ciri, too personal. Yeah, with forget the names of any of those characters. But Mass Effect 2 handled it a little bit better because it always gave you I'm drawing a blank on everything. The Reclusive Man, as well as Sovereign, as being that constant threats. Like with Mass Effect 2, it's a lot more consistent. Whereas Mass Effect 3, it kind of drops off again, where the was it the Reclusive Man? Like, he almost disappears again for like the entire game, and Sovereign just kind of disappears entirely. Mass Effect 2 is like one of those games that it's like one of the best games I've ever played, but every time I play it, I dock it a point for having planet scanning. I just hate the planet scanning so much.
Look, it worked. Come on.
You seem surprised. The Elusive Man. Wow. Thank you.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Played by the excellent Martin Sheen. Mm. Yeah. They did improve the controls of the driving on the Legendary Edition somewhat. But going to planet after planet in the first game and then like finding the same building designs on multiple planets and the same level layouts in multiple planets just kinds of shows that like they didn't have that feature fully cooked.
Wild Hunt, definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Like, the only benefit I would give the driving sections of Mass Effect 1 is that you're at least doing something. Whereas, like, with the scanning planets in Mass Effect 2, it just kind of felt more mind-numbing. Yeah. I feel like Bethesda is just so locked into their creation engine that it hampered the Starfield experience by being attached to it.
Froze them before they could attack.
Although Bethesda's still updating Starfield. They've got a new DLC coming soon, so I guess there is a demand, maybe. Oh, are you going to leave behind one of them to fight me? Or you're going to leave nobody to fight me?
The White Frost, mage from the Hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Press's surge. Stand at my side. Darian and I. Ready. Stay close.
Okay. You could have chosen the closer portal, but you know what? Oh, no. You did.
We must close them.
Want me to go?
I'll do it. Just cover me.
Do I have to leave the shield to fight it, or...
What now, you piece of filth?
Can I safely be outside of it? No, I can't. Okay. Good to know. This is not the most effective way to fight. Okay, I feel as though Kira and Yennefer operate on completely different levels. Like, Yennefer has been in combat, whereas Kira seems to still be an expert in what she does, and she's probably still quite the powerful sorceress. But she's also probably not even half as used to being in combat as Geralt, let alone as Yennefer. Ooh. Kill 5 foes in a fight without taking damage. Good job, me. because it always comes in threes.
Hey, Nicola!
Geralt, why did you... Ah. No. Come on. To me. Come. There we go.
Amgal Stamina! It worked!
Good job.
Darian Annoy!
Ciri! What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, not in your life.
Still horny. That means she's okay.
I can stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
But first I need to collect their supply of rotting flesh and spit for reasons. I mean, who isn't swooning over Geralt?
Come, we might still catch them.
Yeah, I'll do that, but give me like an hour. And you gain experience so slowly in this game. Like, I started today and I was level 4, and I'm still level 4. Like, I'll probably finish this level 5, but it is amazing how slowly you gain experience in comparison to a lot of other Western RPGs. Although I suppose that's the thing. Like, if I've played more
Good thing I came with you.
female gaze, male gaze, you're in the arms of Geralt. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, never.
There's Geralt, there's Leon Kennedy. The true himbos of the world. Yeah. Nope. Let's cast Igni. Do I need anything from that direction? Probably not. Women want him. Men want him as well. The other day I saw somebody with a... I actually saw somebody with a... Women want me, fish fear me bumper sticker in the wild.
He awaits us.
Oof. I guess we're not done with this fella.
stubborn one.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
Geralt! Geralt, look! He's opening a passage.
Stay calm. Focus.
Ah. Your hounds will not save you now, Nithral.
Another rift.
I would have never expected this. That's okay. Is my sword falling apart? Actually, hold on. I can repair it. I think. Or does this only repair... Alright, do we have a spare silver sword on us? Yes, we do. Also, should I be using a silver sword against him? Doesn't matter. He's dead. And we've hit level 5. Fantastic.
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
With my knickers on straight, this looks like the elves' laboratory.
Little did she know her knickers were not on straight at all. Little did she know her knickers were all over the place. All right. So the thing that I'm trying to get is this thing, fleet-footed. I need 2 more levels to unlock. Or actually, I guess 1 more level after this, and then the level after. Yeah, I need to hit level 7 to unlock. Damage from hits received while dodging is reduced by 100%. I feel like that is the most useful of all of these skills. And I regret putting this point here. That way I could have gotten this slightly faster. Arrow deflection does seem pretty cool, though. So we are going to... Perfectly timed parries reflect arrows back at the attacker. I do, in fact, like the way you ziggity-zap. We'll upgrade that. And then maybe go for that one, yeah. I don't know. Alright, but it seems that we found the Elven Mage's laboratory. Laboratorium.
Let's watch this message.
Spiring ash down dreamy hills, past sparkling waters. Tir na, Leah drifts slowly, softly, silently into oblivion. Sage lips blacken, frosted bones quiver. Before an icebound eye can blink, in distant skies I will watch your descent. Oh yeah, and I picked these two up. While conducting studies under the guidance of Professor Slavko Atimenstein, I happened across 4 places where carved engravings portraying the sign of the Cat School of Witches could be found. All these pictograms are identical to that which we discovered in the caverns beneath the Temple Isle of Novigrad. I have marked them on this map. There are more locations marked with the cat's head pictogram that we had suspected, yet each remains identical to the one we found in the caverns under Temple Isle in Novigrad. I have marked their locations on the map.
Geralt, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one, and above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything, and if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Is there a difference between a bog and a swamp?
I didn't say.
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be...
No, here comes the Baba Yagas.
But they help the local folk. Apparently, they stopped the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Because it didn't realize it was being watched.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen.
No.
All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken nests.
Nope, yep, this is Baba Yaga.
I have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Sorilla.
The Ladies of the
All right,
Wood.
then. As a start,
I've already read about the Ladies of the Wood. The mother who crafted her 3 daughters.
why do we even come?
Mysterious mage herbalist. Mysterious mage herbalist.
This mage uses vegetables. The gods have abandoned us. The mighty of this earth care not for our fate. Only the ladies of the wood watch over Velen. In foul times, when plague and famine reap their harvest, we must beg the ladies for help. If they see fit, they will hear our pleas and knock back fortune's foul blows. This is how one begs help from the ladies. Find a child, young and innocent, and take it to Crookback Bog. Seek out the ladies' shrine. 'Tis where the trail of treats begins. Set the child off on the trail, and it shall follow the sweet track and find the good ladies. The child will never want for anything again, for the ladies are kind and generous. Stand for their shrine, pronounce your supplication, and the good ladies will hear. For they see and hear all that takes place in their demesne. If you made the offering as it must be done, your plea shall be heard. Wart. Only vote. Yep. You, Mario 2, you wield yourself a cacophony of turnips to do battle with your opponents. Magic is the science of harnessing, subduing, and making use of the power of the elements. It is also an incarnation of chaos, which is why no one without proper training should ever dabble in any of its domains. Expert mages make of magic an art, but the road to virtuosity leads through years of practice, study, and hard work, and requires a considerable amount of required inborn talent. Magic was implanted in our world through the conjunction of the spheres, and was discovered to be a living, changeable, and controllable being shortly thereafter. The name of the first mage, the one who first discovered the talent within himself and grappled with its power, is unknown. We do know, however, that a relatively short period of time after the discovery of magic groups began to form in which talented beings could work together on developing their abilities. This period is usually considered the beginning of magic as a science, and these groups, the prototypes of magic schools. The fundamental planes for which one might draw magic power are earth, water, air, fire, but not heart. Heart is not a thing. You cannot draw on it. In the tome which you currently hold, each of these will have a separate chapter dedicated to it, ordered according to the level of difficulty and danger associated with the element discussed. There will be a quiz. So I hope you took notes. The Bear Legend. The Berserkers do not constitute a separate clan in terms of blood or lineage. They are instead a family forged by warriors who have heard the call of the bear and answered it by abandoning their loved ones and joining the community of mountain dwellers. Not every man who seeks to join it is accepted into the brotherhood. The candidates must first pass difficult trials, which usually ends their death. The last trial is the hardest. It is called the Trial of the Bear's Triumph. But few outside the Brotherhood have ever witnessed it, and none know what those who undergo it must endure. Quite curiously, the inhabitants of Skellige themselves know very little about the Berserkers, or Wildkarls, as they call them. They do not like to talk about these man-bears, not with outsiders, and not even amongst themselves. The fifth element is a flexible redhead in orange rubber suspenders. I'm so, like, oh, you think this is the fifth element? You're not even a redhead. You're blonde. You're not flexible enough.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
What was the potion you gave him? Probably should have looked at that runestone before I picked it up. 2% chance to stun. It's not particularly exciting. And I also never looked at the sword I picked up from the boss. Wild Hunt's Steel Sword. is not as good as the axe I'm carrying. It has a 30% critical hit damage bonus, which I guess is nice. Potent Potables is, of course, my favorite Saturday Night Live category. Or, Saturday Night Live Jeopardy category. Like, the axe offers nothing. Sure, why not? Oh, that still is at 50%. That's fine. Why was I so worried about it needing repairs? The Elder Blood. Oh, this actually might be important because it deals with Ciri and why Ciri is important to the Wild Hunt. What exactly is the Elder Blood? According to some, it is a powerful elven caste passed from generation to generation. Those in whose veins the infamous Hen Akar flows are said to carry death and destruction within them, to sow hatred and disdain in the hearts of men. It was from this contaminated blood that Ithleen prophesied an avenger would be born, a destroyer of nations and worlds. Others claim the Elder Blood is an extremely rare inherited talent, granted control over time and space to a degree unattainable even to the elven sages. Sadly, few bearers of this gift have been able to control it in full. This merely partial mastery inevitably leads to sudden outbursts of the power that take the form of unpredictable, uncontrollable, and thus extremely dangerous explosions. Beyond the dark legends about the curse of the Elder Blood lies the truth of these tragic cases. For obvious reason, the bearers of the Elder Blood were always subjects of great interest to the world's mighty and to mages alike. The former counted on the truth of Ithleen's prophecy and an avenger being born who could destroy worlds, and who they could thus use for their purposes. As for the latter, they hoped to harness the magic of Anakar to broaden their knowledge and powers. Ultimately, however, all these plans were for naught. The Elder Bloodline broke off with the disappearance of the heiress to the Nilfgaardian crown, Cirilla, Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nahalani. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Thanks.
When you notice a shimmer in the air, walk toward it. When you're close, press X to dispel the illusion. And I will think of Kara.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see
Kara
where the passage
Metz.
leads.
Not Kara Knightley.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Fine. You helped me.
I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Gavella Glan.
We're certain to find something here. Looks like another damned riddle to me. Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech.
Hello.
Right. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line.
Okay, so we got the
First to light his
statues.
fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched
Doing all right. How are you?
first, yet like the second played a tune, and thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right.
All right. Hold on. Can I not just look at all the clues at once? So we've got... Okay, I believe the last door is not the first.
Mind repeating the riddle?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament.
The second one is next to the first.
Faithful beast.
Third one had a
The fourth
beast.
marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune, and thus they stood o'er their queen.
The fourth one is not next to the first one, but also plays a tune. So the fourth one is next to the beast. You missed one.
All right, let's see if we can solve this.
All right, you look like you're playing a musical instrument. You've got an instrument and a pet. You do not have a pet. You have a pet. So you're... I think these are 1 and 2. So, first one has pet and instrument. Second one has instrument. Third one has no props. And third one has pet.
What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Can you just repeat the second 2 sentences?
What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen.
The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second, so played a tune. I swear, I'm going to solve this.
What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line.
1 second,
First,
sorry.
to light his fire, dared not march on the end. second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
So the fourth one stands next to the third one? Sky, apologize. But let us focus on Witcher. The Grahams will have to wait for elsewhere. Stop bringing up the map.
What was that inscription again?
At least Kara has patience with me.
Four flames standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Okay. I think I've got it.
What was that inscription again?
Four guardians, four flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Okay. I think I may have figured it out. I'm going to save my game nonetheless.
Wait. Something just happened.
Behind that wall, a movement.
That was not it.
Seems we
Ah, damn it. That was the exact same order that I just did it in. That's fine. What I meant to do differently this time.
Let's try it. Just gotta figure out the order.
So I think it's this one now, and then that one. Oh no, I was right the first time. With the second one. So I definitely did not solve the puzzle correctly. But that's fine. There we go. When solving problems doesn't work, there's always trial and error.
Looks like some elven sanctuary.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the gull. If I didn't already know where she was.
If that's what happened when you filled in the wrong bubbles in your Scantron, I would have summoned quite a few wraiths in elementary school. And junior high. And high school. Oh god, that was terrible.
Tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
That wasn't technically an answer to my question. Day 3275. Final conclusions regarding the lamp. My experiences with the magic lamp unequivocally confirm that by using it, active centers of condensed spiritual energy can be coaxed into contact and can communicate a limited set of the being's last memories. Lara Dorn's remains, however, emit entirely inert spiritual energy despite the violent conditions of her death, which should have strengthened the desired tendency. Lara remains silent. At this point, further research on lamps enabling contact with the dead seem entirely useless for my purposes. Oh god, I hope this doesn't complement my horribly ugly shirt with horribly ugly pants that I must wear because they're stronger and better pants by 3 points. A bit strapping. I don't know why there's so much strapping going on. But, you know, it's better armor. That's what we wanted.
We going? Someone placed an illusion here.
I'll be thinking of Kara when I dispel this illusion. Ah, there's a boat.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end.
And we defeated one of the members of the Wild Hunt, which is important.
Into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves.
Is that a...
I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
Man, teleporting would be pretty useful. Can we sail? Is that a thing that you can do in this game? All right, where am I? I am way off to the south. All right. Roach, to me.
Giddy up.
All right, where am I and where am I going? I think I need to get somewhere in order to repair my stuff. So I might return. Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any fast travel, but I suppose if I go south, I'll find a fast travel location. I was thinking of possibly going all the way north to Mid-Cops and then past there.
Roach.
But honestly, it would probably be faster for me to just go south to this neighboring town, or at the very least, the seaside town probably has a fast travel. And or a blacksmith.
Run, Roach.
That I could utilize to repair my silver sword, and then the game can stop telling me that I have... Oh, hello. Never mind.
Where there's ghouls, there's usually
Nope.
corpses.
Run, run, Roach. No. This was not a good plan. These enemies are level 23. Nope. Roach! You failed me. Nope. Geralt, stop trying to fight these level 23 enemies. Okay. So it appears that the southern area of this map is too dangerous. No shortcuts available today. Oh. So, I'm going to worry about riding back to town and getting my weapons repaired on my own time. In the meantime, Tin Man, hope you enjoy the book. As always, extremely thankful for your amazing artwork. I feel like it wouldn't even be half a book without it.
Come on, Roach.
It would be like a generic representation of itself. With the generic cover art that Amazon's trying to push. It gives the physical side life. Yes, clearly stay out of that south side. As it is... What, 18 levels? No. Yes. 18 levels above me. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy it in its entirety, as opposed to just the select pieces you've seen. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to head off for the night. Oh, hold on. I didn't realize there's a fast travel here. Excellent. All right, what do you want?
Help an old feeble woman.
What's wrong?
T'other night blasphemers pox take and profane the shrine to Verna the Merciful. Shrine's gotta be repaired, else Verna will take umbrage. Our cows will croak, kitties will be covered in warts, and our dogs will get the mange.
All right, I'm gonna just help this lady out with her statue real quick, like.
Fine, I'll help you.
Or I'll just... This seems pretty easy. That is definitely the image of a Baba Yaga.
Done.
The good gods have sent ye to me. Someone to repair their shrines from this day on.
Well, no, ma'am, that's...
Look, already got a trade. I'm a witcher. Restoring traditional roadside structures in wood, just not my specialty.
Fighting evil, that's a witcher's calling. And vandals are worse than beasts.
I'll fix other shrines if I come across them.
Fine. I see any damaged shrines, I'll take care of them. Won't go out of my way, though.
Nothing's out of the way in these parts, and the gods will guide ye.
All right. An escort mission from which there is no escape. All right, now I'm going to head off. Take care and have yourself a good night.